It's a very conscious decision that I have probably taken in the last few years. I want to try varied characters, varied parts, parts that challenge me. A lot has already been made out of it so far,
Okay.
and I think Tapsi has given her clarification herself.
Yes.
We all know that it was running all helter and skelter for 2 days before she came up with her clarification that it was definitely misinterpreted. There are
Yes.
people you want to collaborate with, there are certain directors you want to collaborate with, and you almost made the in, but for some reason you were not able to collaborate with them. You really wish that कि काश मैं उस फिल्म का हिस्सा होता.
Koimoi.com.
Hello and welcome to Koimoi. This is Shubham Kulkarni, and right now I'm in conversation with a man who makes reaching at the top look very easy, but it isn't. Welcome, Vikrant Massey. Hello, Vikrant.
Hi, thank you for having me here, Shubham. Thank you, always a pleasure.
A decade in the TV industry, the debut, the smashing debut, and everything that followed. You went on to dominate the OTT space as well. Bucket list में कुछ बचा है?
अरे बहुत कुछ बचा है यार. Started doing the kind of things I want to do. Yeah, but thank you for all the kind words. Really happy that things are good. God's been kind. The audiences have been patient and kind most. But yet, I think I'm a far way off from even doing the kind of things I want to do.
That's amazing. And what are these kinds?
These are the kind of stories I want to tell. Maybe write my own films someday. Maybe produce my own films someday. If not my own films, just produce films, write films, act as well. These are the kind of things I want to do.
That's fascinating. Fingers crossed for that.
Hopefully.
But yes, but talking about Love Hostel, the movie, tell me, this is not the typical unconventional roles or something. It's the lover boy, star-crossed lovers. Is this you trying your hand at a different genre or a different character?
Absolutely, it's a very conscious decision that I have probably taken in the last few years. I want to try varied characters, varied parts, parts that challenge me. Uh, which do not make me complacent, but also at the same time reach out to the audiences with probably what I feel they want, which is engaging stories, which is thought-provoking stories, and stories that make them feel or probably string a certain chord inside their system. And that is what I'm aiming for. Love Hostel happens to be one of those films which definitely fits that kind of bill. Uh, I really would not want to bracket Love Hostel in a specific genre because it is so much more than genre defining. It is a love story right at the outset about two people who are on the run. There is a ruthless mercenary who's out there to sort of
Hunt them.
Yes. And but it's not just that. As you see the film, you realize that it's a lot more. And yes, I'm playing a part which I haven't played before. It kind of tiptoes into the gray areas too, but I would leave that to the audience's imagination. I think I want to levels quite a lot more than this. Really happy, really proud of the film that we've made. Really proud of the people who got together to make this film. There definitely is a cause behind why all of us got together, which definitely at the outset is to entertain the audiences, make a good film. But when like-minded people get together and create something which they've really worked hard and toiled their souls for, and it seems worth it. So really
It does. I was watching an interview with Taapsee did post Haseen Dillruba, and there she spoke about how many female actors, said no to the film, and there were many reasons. One of which was who's the hero of the film. Did that conversation ever reach to you?
See, I really would not want to get into this conversation because a lot has already been made out of it so far.
Okay.
And I think Taapsee has given her clarification herself.
Yes.
We all know that it was running all helter and skelter for 2 days before she came up with her clarification that it was definitely misinterpreted.
Okay.
And and that's where I would want to leave it. Whereas why a particular actor or actress is signing a film is not for me to comment on. I would rather focus on myself. And everyone has their own reasons, like I have mine. So I would leave it at that.
But then how do you deal with rejections with that?
I think rejection is something which is a part of life. And especially in my case, I am pretty thick skinned to accept criticism or rejection right from the word go. I've been out acting for nearly 18 years now.
Yes.
As you said, I've done 10 years of television. And the moment as an actor you walk into an audition room, the moment you start making the rounds of these audition centers, you immediately start realizing that you need to be far more acceptable towards rejection. And that sort of over a period of time makes you thick skinned about rejection. Uh, but at the same time, you really have to take rejection in a very positive way. You
Yes.
have to see the positive light out of it. If at all you are rejected for a particular reason, you really need to work and hone those skills to not be rejected for the same reasons again. At least
Yes.
that's how I see it. It's a part of life. It is something that is a part of everybody's life. You really cannot take it to your heart. You really cannot bog yourself down, but rectify those mistakes which need work on and then move forward from there on.
That's so true. But कभी ऐसा नहीं होता that you look at a role that you were rejected for and feel कि ये मैंने better कर लिया होता.
होता है, डेफिनेटली होता है. बेटर किया होता या नहीं is something very subjective again.
Subjective, yes.
वो अलग ही चीज है. बट क्या वो रोल मैं करना चाहता था, वो बिल्कुल होता है.
Yes.
There are people you want to collaborate with, there are certain directors you want to collaborate with, and you almost made the in, but for some reason you were not able to collaborate with them. You really wish that कि काश मैं उस फिल्म का हिस्सा होता.
Koimoi.com